I am Sunny Singh, founder of Roundglass. I'm on a journey seeking holistic well-being. Follow me on my quest as I travel the world, pushing myself outside my comfort zone in the hopes of learning how other cultures approach well-being. Let's discover new ways of living our lives to the fullest. I recently traveled to Qatar for the 2022 FIFA World Cup. And while visiting this stunning country, I wanted to get an insight of how Qataris embrace wellness. I was invited to join sustainable entrepreneur Ghanim Al-Sulaiti at his restaurant Evergreen Organics, the first vegan restaurant in Qatar.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
So first I want to know, why did you start Evergreen Organics and the whole concept of putting your energy and resources behind vegan eating?
Well, so I'm vegan myself. I've been vegan for almost 10 years now. And my passion to veganism came from a place of need. I wanted to create change in my own body. I wanted to feel better. I wanted to feel healthier. I realized that there is so much that I can do to my own body. And then with that realization, I came to the conclusion that my decision of what I eat on a plate is actually having a bigger impact, which includes the animals and the planet as in total. So for me, going vegan was a personal choice, which then ended up me creating my own businesses that caters to people like me, and then people everywhere in Qatar.
In 6 short years, Ghanim Al-Sulaiti has become a well-known name in Qatar. At just 32 years old, he's a successful entrepreneur and CEO of 7 plant-based businesses. From Evergreen Organics, the first vegan restaurant in Qatar, to a dairy-free dessert shop called Milk. There's Botany, an all-natural skincare line, and a packaging company aptly named Papercut, meant to rival the use of plastic packaging. Ghanim's goal is to give the people in his country the ability to live healthier, more holistic lives through specialized, sustainable, eco-friendly, and organic products.
Is Evergreen Organics your first outlet?
Yes.
You said you have a bunch of complementary retail outlets. Tell us about what ecosystem you're creating and where are you in that process?
So it started in 2015 with, I used to travel a lot and I used to go to a lot of vegan restaurants around the world. So I've been to 33 countries in the year of 2014, 2015, and 2016. And my idea at that time was to educate myself on the vegan lifestyle and meet vegan people and meet people who are starting their own vegan.
So you visited
journey.
33 countries doing your research.
Yes. So I went to restaurants and I visited people who are living on farms, and I visited people who are creating products that are sustainable and organic, and people who are living on this lifestyle without them knowing that it's called vegan as well.
So for 3 years, 33 countries.
Yeah.
As a fellow entrepreneur, I think that was the best thing you did.
Yeah.
Is going and researching without even saying, hey, what am I going to do about it? I want to be something. Let me research it and be the best version of that I can be.
100%.
You know?
And it comes from a place of also curiosity, because I was just going vegan. And I had a lot of people around me asking me questions and wanting answers and thinking that I know everything. And at that time, I didn't know anything. I didn't know how to answer if veganism is healthy for me or not.
Yeah.
I didn't know if this is actually a good thing or not. I don't know historically what veganism means and what eating fruits and vegetables, how can it affect my body, I don't know, 20 years from now or 30 years from now. And so I wanted answers. So then it clicked with me in France, actually. I was sitting in a vegan cafe, and that's the moment when it clicked that I need to create something like this in Doha.
How was it received? How did people react? Did people flock to the restaurant?
So, I was also very, curious to know how it's going to work, because we didn't do any market study when we launched Evergreen. It was all based on a feeling, based on something that we felt this is a great concept to be in Qatar. We felt that this concept is needed. And when we launched on the 1st of September 2016 at 5 o'clock exactly, 5 minutes before that, I was sitting with my team and we were saying, it's okay if nobody passes by and gets into the restaurant. It's the first day, it's okay. And the shocking part is that 5 minutes into the opening, it was a full house.
5 minutes into the opening.
To the opening, it was a full house of people who are not vegan, but people who are interested in vegan food.
Wow.
For me personally, opening the restaurant and seeing the impact that day have changed a lot of perspective, because sometimes you usually wait for the people to tell you what they want, but we've done it the other way around. We've actually put something out there and then we told people, you want that.
So this is fascinating. So I now want to come to the ingredients.
Yeah.
And of course, if you talk about packaging, So sourcing the ingredients, there's only so much that grows in the country. You have to import a lot of ingredients.
So, I mean, of course, now we're 6 years into the business, so we are much more experienced when it comes to working with suppliers, working with farms, working with partners to ensure that we have the best quality of products and the most consistent. So definitely, we work with a lot of organic local farms here in Qatar. Seasonal, of course, because they can only grow in seasons. So that's something that we have to keep in mind. We have a lot of amazing farms that we work with across the globe. Amazing farms in Spain, amazing farms in India. However, it varies. I mean, we went through different scenarios that happened for Qatar, but also the world. We had the blockade, which happened in 2017. We have the pandemic, of course, which have created a huge issue. We have the war recently with Ukraine. So it keeps on changing.
But you have been able to overcome all of those challenges.
I mean, we are here today and we're still
these
running,
are not small challenges.
Of course, no.
It's pretty incredible.
Well, we are, it's a huge team that is here. We have an amazing team that I'm blessed with, of course, that is working day and night to ensure that this stays as stable and as normal as possible. But as well, Qatar have done a lot of great things for us. Qatar have created a lot of confidence in the market, and that confidence is something that we built our business on.
So Qatar, not as a nation, but as a government, the government is supportive of these kind of concepts. So therefore, they are encouraging entrepreneurs like you, and instead of saying, hey, these are the good things to do, and if you want to do it, we will lend you the support, or how so we can support you. Whether it's sometimes might be financially through tax breaks, sometimes easing the supply chain, regulations, etc., which I think is fascinating, because now you have, as an entrepreneur, you feel supported, and you feel that your government is vested in your success.
100%. I mean, since day one, we have always been very grateful that the government has been always on our side. But at the same time, they have, allowed us and facilitate a lot of the opportunities. And we have been able to get facilities from banks. We have been able to expand. We have been able to grow our business. I don't think we will ever be able to grow our businesses the way we've grown them in Qatar anywhere else in the world.
So we talked a little bit about sustainable packaging. And now you're supplying to like 100 different companies
1,000.
within 1,000 in Qatar.
Yes.
With sustainable packaging. That's impressive. What challenges are you facing over there in creating? Because I believe that all packaging should be sustainable. I believe that there should be a tax on any product that doesn't have sustainable packaging, right?
Well, it goes hand in hand. You need legislations, you need the governments to step in, you need policies to be implemented for you to be able to say, sustainability should be number one priority. What I can do as an entrepreneur is to create the alternative, and that's, I think, what I've done with Papercut. So Papercut is a factory that kind of give that kind of solution to these companies and try to minimize the price gap between the plastic products and the sustainable products. But to be very honest, you can't compete with the plastic. That's the reality. You can't match the prices 100%. It will always be a little bit more expensive. And I think that will only change when the demand on plastic and non-sustainable products is no longer needed. And the only way that can happen is by the consumers asking for sustainable product, as you said.
You have accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
Future plans?
There's a lot of opportunities, that's what I say. And I'm open for opportunities. I always say this to my team and to myself. I remind myself constantly, keep the door open for anything so you can actually receive good opportunities, and because opportunities only going to come to the person when they are ready to accept it. And a lot of people say I'm lucky. I don't think I'm lucky. I think I'm just there ready for opportunities.
That's pretty phenomenal. I'm very impressed. Now, we talked about you being a role model. For all the dreamers out there in Qatar and the world, what would you tell them?
I always give this advice for anyone that wants to start their own business, or they want to start an initiative, or they want to create change in their community, is to think about, 3 simple kind of tips. The first one is, whatever initiative or business you want to create, is it going to make people feel better or not? If it's not, then you have to rethink it. Is your business going to make the environment a better place? If it's not, I think you need to reassess. The third thing, of course, is it feasible? Is it financially a great choice or not? If it's a business, if you can hit those three things in anything that you do, then I believe that these kind of concepts are the future kind of, let's say, what we're looking for when as societies is we're looking for concepts that can achieve that. We're not looking anymore for concepts that can make us unhealthy or not make us feel better than how, better than what we are. I believe that the sky's the limit when it comes to opportunities and when it comes to, fulfilling dreams.
I'm so happy to meet you.
Pleasure.
So happy to meet you.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you for coming to Qatar and highlighting our businesses and we need, of course, a lot of people to open their minds, and I think this maybe show will allow people to start looking at things differently.
Yeah, hopefully. Absolutely.